Hello students, Sifu Rich here. I'd like to thank your teachers for allowing me the opportunity to present Kung Fu to you and the benefits of Kung Fu. Some people may have seen the Jackie Chan movie, The Karate Kid, and how he talked about Kung Fu is for life. And it is for everything in life. Personally, it's helped me overcome childhood asthma, bullying, and made me much better academically. Okay, I wanted to do a lot of the same things for you, no matter what your challenges are. In the coming demonstration, we're going to go through what would normally be the different segments of a Kung Fu class, and we're going to talk about some of the benefits while you're observing people doing them. Think about any questions you may have, how Kung Fu might benefit you, and if it would benefit you, and ask me those questions at the end of this demonstration. I'd be glad to answer all your questions, and I'd like to be able to help you to fight your fight. So see you after the video. Students, what you're observing now is warm-up exercises. To get the body to be pliable and flexible to do what you want it to do in martial arts or in any sport, you need to be able to warm the body up, each joint systematically, and you'll learn to do that in a Kung Fu class. Okay, students, what you're noticing now in the video below is people going through the basics. In fact, in this case, basic kicks. Basic kicks are very important to the Kung Fu student, to everybody, because they teach balance. Balance is important not only physically, but mentally and spiritually. Balance is important for all aspects of your life. You're learning physical balance, you're learning basic mobility and flexibility and strength. Students, you're now observing upper body basics. Upper body basics are unique in that they prepare you for a sudden ambush. If you think about just a gunfight, the guy who's the best pistol shooter, that's a target shooter, isn't the guy who wins. It's the guy who's able to draw and get his hands up fastest. And that's the same thing with basics. So you'll notice that the hands start at the side. They're preparing you for a sudden ambush where your hands are down and you'll be suddenly attacked, and you'll be able to get your hands into the game to use them to be able to counterattack. Basics are important also because the geometric shapes of the movements are larger and they allow you to learn more complex movements easier. They're the basics, the rudiments of everything. And it's important to get this major lesson from basics. Basics are important no matter what you do. Think about it. You started with the alphabet in school. You started with counting in school. Basics. See you in the next video. Students, now you're watching contact drills. Contact drills are important. In fact, being able to absorb impact properly and turning it into a beneficial, healthy exercise rather than trauma to the body is an important thing that only martial arts really teaches systematically. Okay, so we're starting out with very basic bumping of the arms. It's going to continue in learning how to roll and fall and impact the ground, and it's going to continue with being able to absorb blows as you're learning to be able to do sparring from the ground up, where everything is simple and predictable to where it's unpredictable and it's at random. See you on the next video. Students, the part of the class that you're observing now is two kick combinations. You may wonder why there's such an emphasis on kicks in the beginning part of the training. The emphasis on kicks is more accurately on leg maneuvers. First of all, they're the strongest muscles in your body. Second of all, they're involved with the thing that's really important in Kung Fu and in all sports, and that's footwork. So, kicks develop the dexterity and the flexibility and also the strength to be able to have excellent footwork, be able to use your legs to kick a larger opponent and injure a larger opponent, and also to be able to set up other combinations that you would do with your hands as you progress and as you become more advanced. Two kick combinations are very important. They're a basic part of the training, and they're in yellow sash training. Two kick combinations. attacking. Ready? Begin. Hold on to the person till they break the hold. Hold on till they break, make them break the hold. Make them break the hold. Don't let go of the person. Okay. Emma's side's now attacking. Ready? Begin. Hold on to them till they break the hold. Begin. Students, the part of the class that you're observing right now is forms. Forms are perhaps the core of all of our training. And you may wonder why that's important as far as fighting. But forms develop a lot of things. They develop self-confidence. They develop the all-important ability of focus and concentration, which is a big reason why a lot of people enter the martial arts. But make no mistake about it, without focus and concentration, you'll never be an effective fighter. Focus and concentration is very important. Confidence is very important. How else would you be able to be behind in a fight, being injured, taking a beating, and be able to turn things around? Forms are all part of that type of training. These are your standard fighting forms. Go back thousands of years. Form training. One of the things that makes understanding form training difficult is because a lot of the meaning of the movements is hidden in the forms. Believe it or not, the forms have what's called bunkai, or explanations that go with them, where you'll be taught how to use all of these movements. Each form, each movement in the form consists of a physical culturing component where it strengthens and conditions the body in a very specific way, movement tactics that allow you to be able to execute different types of techniques in different situations and be efficient as you move, movement strategies, ways to operate in different environments and be able to be effective as you're fighting in different environments and with different types of people. And they also, every movement in the form has a kickboxing component to it. It has a shuai jiao component, which is fast wrestling where there's throws and takedowns and ground fighting. It also has a chin-out component where you're doing wrist locks and being able to lock a person's joints to set up strikes or to injure the joint, to be able to control a person, or perhaps even to project them. And you might call that an Aki Jiu-Jitsu movement, where you'll be able to project the person away into a wall or whatever. Each move of the form has all of those things. They also have the dimak, or the pressure point attacks, that will stop somebody, a larger opponent, if used properly. These are all hidden in the movements of the forms. That's why traditionally, each form was taught for 3 years. And it wasn't to just see if you had the discipline to do it. It was because there was that much to learn. Form training is critical and it works. Students, in the upcoming video clip, you're going to see an old student of mine who's an expert at the iron palm. The iron palm is part of martial arts or Kung Fu training, and it allows a person to develop their palm in a safe way to be able to break a coconut or a cinder block or really heavy wood. And what that does is that it simulates the person's ability to break a skull. Okay, so this is about life and death self-defense and the ability to be able to protect yourself even if you had to use maximal force.